Hello everyone. In this video lecture we will see complementary metal oxide semiconductor. In short we'll call this as CMOS here. So when we use the MOSFETs individually for switching applications, it gives the improper switching action. In order to overcome that, the CMOS circuits are used here. The CMOS circuits are constructed using two complementary MOSFETs, P channel and N channel MOSFET. So we'll call the P channel MOSFETs as PMOS and the N channel MOSFETs as NMOS. If you see one of the application of CMOS as an inverter, as we all know that the application of inverter is to the output will be the complement of input. If you consider 1 as input, the output will be 0. If you consider 0 as input, the output will be 1. So we'll see the CMOS inverter application. This is the circuit diagram for CMOS inverter application, where it consists of two enhancement transistor. This is N channel enhancement transistor, that is NMOS. This is P channel enhancement transistor, that is PMOS. I'll call those transistors as transistor T1 and T2. The drain terminals of both the transistors are connected and the output of this circuit is taken out here. And the source terminal of this NMOS transistor is connected to ground, and the PMOS transistor source terminal is provided with positive supply voltage of 5 here. And the input for this transistor, for transistor T1 is VGS1, and the input for this transistor T2 is VGS2. The total input provided for this circuit is V in here. Both the inputs are shorted and the single input is provided for this circuit. So since the CMOS is used as an inverter, if I'm providing the input voltage for this circuit V in as 5 volts, nothing but digital will take that as logic 1. The output should be 0 volts or logically 0, logic 0. If I'm providing the V in as 0 volts, logic 0, the output should be 5 volts or logic 1 here, since it is an inverter. We'll see the operation in both the cases when input voltage is provided with plus 5 volts and when input voltage is provided with 0 volts, nothing but logic 1 and logic 0. First we'll see when input is provided with 5 volts. When I'm giving the 5 volts as an input here, since the input for these transistors are VGS1 and VGS2, first we will take the transistor 1's input, VGS1. This VGS1 is nothing but the potential difference of V in minus ground here, nothing but 0, V in minus 0, and we are providing the 5 volts as a V in here, that is 5 minus 0. So VGS1 will be equal to 5 volts. So since we are providing a supply voltage to the transistor 1, the transistor T1 will be in on state here. Since it is in on state, it acts as short circuit. Since it is provided with the 5 volts, it acts as short circuit, transistor T1. And similarly for the transistor T2, that is VGS2 is the input voltage, so the potential difference between VGS2 is V in minus VSS, nothing but 5 volts, V in minus 5 volts. So here we are providing V in as 5 volts, 5 minus 5 will be equal to 0 here, 0 volts. So there is we are providing 0 volts to the transistor T2. So T2 will be in off state here. Since we are providing 0 volts, transistor T2 will be in off state and it acts as open circuit. So transistor T1 is on state, transistor T2 is in off state. This acts as open circuit and this acts as short circuit. Since it is a short circuit, the output voltage will be having the voltage which is equal to ground, 0 volts. So total output voltage will be 0 here, 0 volts, nothing but logic 0 digitally here. When we provide the input voltage as 5 volts, we will get the inverted output voltage 0 volts here. This is how the CMOS is acting as inverter. When we provide 5 volts, we will get output as 0 volts. We'll see the second case also. When input voltage is provided with 0 volts, logic 0. Again, if we consider for the transistor T1, VGS1, input is provided with 0 volts. VGS1 is the potential difference of V in minus 0. V in is provided with 0, 0 minus 0 is 0 volts. So since there is a 0 volts input for this transistor T1, this will be in off state here. So it acts as open circuit. And similarly, transistor T2 is provided with 0. VGS2 is the input voltage, Vin minus 5 volts, that is Vin is 0 volts, 0 minus 5 volts. We know that this MOSFETs will operate in reverse bias condition, negative supply voltage is given. So since there is a supply voltage, negative supply voltage for this PMOS, the transistor T2 will be in on state. The transistor T2 will be in on state. Since it is in on state, the transistor acts as short circuit. Now in the second case, the transistor T1 is open circuit and transistor T2 is short circuit. This is open circuit and this one is short circuit. So the output voltage is directly connected to VSS here, 5 volts. So V output will be equal to 5 volts, nothing but logic 1. So when we are giving an input as 0 volts, we are getting the output voltage as 5 volts, that is nothing but logic 0 to logic 1. So in both the cases, we are getting the inverted output for the given input voltages. This is how we are going to use this CMOS as inverter here, which will give the proper switching operation. Thank you.